Internet. Welcome to another installment of Exclusively Admirers. I'm your host, Bethany. I had the opportunity to sit down with Circuit. One of my favorite topics that we discussed in this episode was surrounding yourself with the right people who give you criticism for the right reasons. Be sure to check out the links in the description to visit Circuit's favorite charities, the PCRF, Palestine Children's Relief Fund, and the Trevor Project. Now, please enjoy a conversation with Circuit. I am so glad that you wanted to come on my podcast because the whole podcast kind of started as like me interviewing people that I really admire. And so yeah. Me and a lot of other people, Circuit, a lot of other people. So that's why you're here, because you are somebody that I really admire, and I really wanted a chance to talk with you. So I'm so glad that you're here. So thank you for coming on.
I mean, thank you for having me. What did I do that was so noteworthy? I don't understand. But okay, I mean, thank you. No, don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. I'm just like, damn, okay, shit. Thank you, though. I'm like, all right, damn. I'm not sure what I did that was so moving to people, but, I'm glad either way.
It's funny because like I've been in your streams a lot, and like I'm very quiet when I go in people's streams. Like I never talk. You wouldn't have known I was there. But you have this really fun vibe, and there are so many different people in your chat from so many different. They're from all over the world, first of all. They're all different sorts of personalities and interests. And, talking to some of them, it's just like, oh, this is really interesting because as with somebody who's like a streamer, you're really bringing together a lot of different people. And that is something that I really admire in people. Anybody who can do that. I just love that. I love that.
I think like that's one of my strengths, and the funniest part is I don't know how I'm even doing that, because like genuinely the people that I'm friends with and the people that I've met is like genuinely just pure luck. I think like a friend of mine told me that you're always like 7 degrees away from someone that's really famous or some shit like that. I don't remember. It was some sort of statement like that, and I started to really feel it when I met people that I like used to like kind of look up to and follow as a creator. And on top of that, I don't know, it's just weird. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't feel like there's a specific formula to that kind of thing. You just talk to people and you just be friends with them, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, what the fuck? How did I get here? It's weird. Like especially like specifically when I became friends with, Echo is weird. It's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
no is a strong term, but like I know like who they are.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I just like they were like a fan of mine, and they drew me, and I was like, they made fan art, and it was great. Like I loved them. Like, oh yeah, it was awesome. And then like I became friends with them because I don't know, it just ended up going that way. And I'll never forget that day where I'm like, dude, this person's awesome. Like love talking to them, just love like interacting with them, and we just became friends. And then I get like DMs, like, do you know who that is? I was like, oh shit, what do you mean? Like did I became friends with somebody that's nasty? It's like, no, it's like Joe Cat's wife. I was like, what? Yeah, I was like, holy what the fuck? Now what do I do with that information? I just went to her. I'm like, hey, so I just got told this. The fuck's going on? So that was weird. Like, and that happens all the time. It's just like every time I'm friends with somebody, I don't know. It's just, I think after a certain point, not even after a certain point, that's a lie. Like, it's hard for me to kind of see people by their follower count or by their numbers or whatever, because once you just immediately start talking to them directly, you just start seeing them as a person, and usually everything just follows suit of like, oh, you guys have similar interests, you're probably going to become friends. And then it just snowballs that way. And that's it. So that's like why I don't feel like it's like a skill that I'm particularly doing. I just like what people do and I just reach out to them. And then that's it. And then all of a sudden just everything just moves like a ball after, and it's weird. It's like it's its own magical phenomena.
It is. It is. Yeah, that has happened to me a little bit. I'm glad that you don't look at people's followers counts. Don't look at mine because I don't have very many. So that's which is
So
why
who?
I
Yeah.
was like so happy that you wanted to come on my podcast because I'm not like super popular or anything. I just like to talk. Like that's.
Yet.
Tell me about somebody that you admire and tell me why.
Oh shit. Has to be like a creator or like just anyone in general.
Anyone. It doesn't have to be a creator. It could be a writer, it could be an artist, it could be somebody you know, it could be somebody famous. It doesn't matter. Just somebody who you admire.
I'll give you I'll give you like yeah, I'll give you one actually because like and a lot of people know that it's a person that I really like kind of like look up to when it becomes to be a creator is if you know Ludwig Ogren, I keep fucking up his last name, but it's this big YouTuber, big creator. He streams, and in fact, I feel a lot of my success comes from the knowledge that he gave down, or just the way that things that he does, because he enjoys making like doing events and doing like things that are always like just fun to do, like fun to watch. Like for example, very recently he's been doing things like streamer games where it's like the Olympic Games, but it's just streamers, and then you see a bunch of streamers like running around and try and do Olympic sports, and you see it's a funny meme. And even like small things where he like does some things with his friends or even himself, where he just always sets up like a challenge. It's like I have to do this thing and I have to do that thing. And I've always wanted to be a creator that simply is just there to entertain, if that makes sense. So for me, having a path forward on how to be kind of entertaining, especially how I used to be so closed off and so kind of shy of who I was as a person, it allowed me to find a path forward to kind of just look up to him and just be like, okay, like he does this kind of stuff, he does that kind of stuff, and I've started to borderline mimic what he does, but then of course, just continue like moving forward with it. And at one point, he made a video on like how to be a streamer, and he wrote a bunch of stuff down. Like he just like said like, hey, like do this, like try doing this, try doing that. But like one of the things that he also said was like he said, get a book or like get something like a notepad and write it down. And then his next advice was quit. I was like, okay. And then he said, because if you didn't write anything down that I told you, then you don't care enough to be a creator, like who actually like wants to be a creator. And that kind of hit me a little bit because, in a sense, you do have to treat everything a little bit like a job. I think. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you should suck the fun out of it, and you should still enjoy it. Like that's what matters. Like that's a big thing that matters the most is the enjoyment of the things that you do. But you should always have some sort of seriousness or dedication towards what you're trying to accomplish, because if you don't, you'll be complacent and you'll never kind of move forward and just become better at your craft. So for me, once I had that realization of constantly watching what he does and the advice that he gave to people, it became, I think that is why for me I don't see people with their follower count or all that kind of shit anymore, because at the end of the day, if you make really good stuff or you want to be a great entertainer, the number will come at some point. But the quality of your work is something that is a personal journey that you will always have to pretty much go down a direction. Like you always have to go through that journey for the rest of your life. Really, you always have to be improving. You always have to, because you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the craft. You want to be better. You want to make fun stuff. You want to find things that people find more entertaining. And then let's say eventually with resources, how can you use those resources to make something even bigger, something more interesting, entertaining. And those resources could be with other people or just plain old money, or like in your example, I guess, finding a crazy ass location and doing things. Like imagine you took a bunch of like for me, it would be like, what if I took a bunch of friends there? That'd be hilarious. So, and that's like something, and I started like kind of like taking those ideals, and I think that's another reason why community matters as well. because one of my videos that I made on YouTube, which is funny enough, probably not the best performing video ever, but I don't give a shit because for me, it is probably my most prideful work. Because what I did is I got a bunch of artists together that I even followed and admired, and I said, "What if I host a Secret Santa for all of them?" So they draw something for each other, and that's exactly what happened. They all I got them all together, organized the whole thing, and then they just all became they all made stuff together, and it was just a fun thing that I turned into a video, and people enjoyed it. So I think at the end of the day, that's what matters to me the most: is how do I make something that is entertaining, and then how do I be better at it as an entertainer? That's all that matters to me, and then everything else, I think, will just follow suit. And I totally get the whole number count, like getting in your head, but I think Ludwig said it best: is that if you never try, I think Ludwig said that. I'm not even sure who said this anymore, but if you never try to grow and get complacent, at the end of the day, you will die off. You will guaranteed die off if you just constantly stay at the same place till the end of time. Hopefully that's my spiel of it.
No, beautifully said. You're extremely good at expressing yourself. You're very articulate.
The hands.
Yeah. I know the hands. I'm a hand talker too, so I really have to sit on them, because otherwise I'll be knocking shit over, because I use my hands.
That's a good thing. It makes it for a funny story. Then they knocked over this shit. And then people remember you for that.
Yep. And then I ruined the soundboard completely, and then
okay, yeah. I mean, okay. Maybe
there's
not
a lot
that.
of
It's still a funny story.
yeah. There's a lot of equipment up here that my husband uses, and so I'm super hyper careful. Am I supposed to be touching this? I don't know if I should touch this. Yeah. That's why. Yeah, I do everything the night before, because I'm you got to show me how to do this, dude, because this is so freaking high tech for me. I don't even know what's happening. So.
Yeah, I'm glad I have some sort of tech background, because Fusha also I set up everything for him in terms of audio. He's like, "What is happening? I don't know what any of this is." And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Just boom, here you go. Touch that knob, turn it up, and it'll be fine. If it's green, it's good." And he's like, "Okay."
Yes. Oh my God, that sounds like me. Yeah, he's like, "Okay, turn this knob," and I'm writing down which. Oh, I literally have a notebook. I take notes while he's talking. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So
yeah.
I literally have notes in here where it's okay, number 30 is what that goes to. He's like, "Did you write an instruction manual?" Yeah, I wrote an instruction manual because I don't understand any of the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I noticed you have a second microphone, so I guess you can have a person come over, and then you can have a podcast in person, which is something I love doing. I like that when people are in person together. I don't know. That's a person. It's a personal thing for me. It'd be awesome to have people in the same room. I don't know.
Yes.
There's something about it. There's just something with it.
There is.
Anyways.
Yeah, there's a different energy. So we've had guest stars on our YouTube show, and they come into the studio with us, and we've made them eat weird stuff, or because we eat a lot of weird stuff. It's our thing. Or we stream together. So this is our streaming setup. So this is actually my microphone, because I sit on that side. Apparently that's my designated place where I sit. I don't know. So yeah, I'm always on that side whenever we stream.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've always wanted to do a pod or something, even a studio. That's a future plan. But I just I don't know. You make it pretty, I don't know. It's a huge thing. Future things.
Yes, yeah, highly recommend it. So our studio is upstairs, and so we have a dedicated space just for our YouTube show. It's not really set up for this kind of forum where I'm interviewing people online. It's not really good for that, but it's definitely awesome for that in-person interaction where we can have people come on. It's a blast. Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming over is what I'm hearing.
You should.
Come over.
You should.
I'm going to do it. And
I think you're coming up here soon.
Where specifically?
So I live right outside of Seattle.
Oh yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, I just moved to BC, so yeah, I'm right across. Shit, you should have just told me. I could have just drove over at that point. Damn. Why are you doing this shit online? You could have just fucking drove over. Fuck.
Yeah, but that would have been weird. We're like,
Why would that be weird?
hey, you want to come over? Like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I would say yeah. I don't give a fuck. Dude, people give me shit all the time. It's like, sir, you ever heard of stranger danger? I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Dude, I got holy shit. When I was at like, oh my god, what was it? Was it like 200K or something? I don't remember. Because I remember a specific number somebody threw at me. Because I think it was Micah and Fuchsia that told me, like, bro, you're at 200K. You can't just keep going like to people's houses or like shit like that. You have to worry about your safety. I'm like, who gives a fuck, man? Like, you just come over and then some funny shit happens. It's like, oh yeah, and then what happens like if you get hurt? I'm like, I don't know. I'm on the newspaper. It'll be funny. I don't fucking know. Like, dude, what's gonna happen? Like, what are they gonna do? Let's like, hey, I have a lifelong plan and ruin everything by like stabbing a guy who wears a cow onesie. No, nobody fucking thinks that way. like, come on, guys. Especially coming from Micah, who's always like doing crazy shit. Sorry, Micah's a friend of mine. She's always like doing crazy shit. It's like, oh, but it'll be for content if I get pulled over by the cops. I'm like, and you're giving me shit for this? And she said, yeah, but I don't have as many followers as you. I'm like, that's not. What are you doing? No. Oh my god. I think at a certain point you should just like I don't know. You should just give a shit about like getting stuff done and like doing fun things instead of I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe my risk factor is a bit lower, but I don't know. I do it. I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm coming over. And then Fu should be like panicking, like, oh, but dude, you don't know this person. I'm like, yeah, it'll be fine. And it usually is. And it usually is fine.
It
Maybe that's
usually
why
is
I'm
fine.
here. Like, I will say this though. Not every experience that I had meeting random people were savory. Like, I will say that. But I think for me, even with those like experiences that were not great, the risk is still worth it because like I can think about the one negative experience, but I can think of the like 10, 20 positive experiences that I had. I'm not gonna let that one negative experience define it, right? So those like great experiences. I just met strangers. Like I visited like a friend of mine who used to work for me as an editor. I used to, I visited Major Melon, who's this like artist and stuff
I
like
know
that.
Major. Yeah, that's how I
you know
found
Major.
you. Was through Major.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone actually. Yeah, a lot of people actually know me through Major. It's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Major and I talk all the time. Major's sweet. Oh my god. Okay, you want to know the first interaction I had with Major? This is the funniest shit. Major. So this is when I was like, wasn't even like Cowgirl Circuit. I was only on Twitter. I was like a robot, hence Circuit the robot. Like I was wearing this robot helmet because that's why I started, and then like. And basically, like I don't know, like they drew something for me, and then like we started talking, like talking is a strong word, like oh like oh that's so nice meeting you and stuff like that, and like DMs. And then one day, I don't remember what prompted me. Was it either like maybe like they tweeted something out of concern because something was happening, or maybe just I said fuck it, why not? I just called them because I was, and then they picked up the phone like, huh? It's like, hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? It's like, not much. Is everything okay? I'm like, yeah. It's like, why are you calling me? I'm like, just to talk. Is everything okay? And me just like, nobody called me like that before. That's weird. I'm like, yeah, no, I just wanted to say hi. Like, just wanted to chill and shit. Like, oh, like, is that okay? It's like, no, that's okay. It's just nobody does that. Everybody usually calls me to like ask for something. I'm like, that's not a good thing. And he's like, no, it isn't. I'm like, well, yeah, I just want to hang out. And I think that point. And then after that, me and Major talked a shit ton, and then I don't know, and then we just became best friends. It was hilarious, but that was I think that was a brief glimpse of like, man, y'all need some friends. Like what the fuck? Y'all need some proper friends. What the fuck's going on? That was weird. Major likes to draw doodles to like poke fun at us, and it's like the funniest, like the funniest drawings I've ever seen. And they draw so quickly. They go crazy. They just I've started to learn that there's some artists that just draw like that instantly, like off the top of their head. It's like I can't get over these drawings every time they do it. And then this one with these hands.
Okay.
I just save them like a little collector. I'm like, these are mine, like a gremlin. These are mine, my precious.
Yeah.
There's another like saying they say you are the sum of like the 10 people around you or something like that.
Yes.
So I feel like for me, like the people that I'm around really are, we're just so like, it's very similar in terms of like interest in how we are. Like for like Northern is another artist that I'm friends with, and she's a fucking hoot. Like I don't know, like I'm friends with a lot of artists. I'm not an artist myself, but I fucking love them to death. Like it's they're funny.
Yeah, same. Because I don't. I'm sort of creative, but I'm not really like an inherently creative person. So I gravitate toward people who are creative because like I feel like that's something that I am missing, you know, kind of like in general in my life, you know. I don't have a
I
lot of
I guess I don't know.
creativity.
I feel like creativity is not subjective, but it's like a flavor. I feel like there's different types of creativity. Because like this podcast is a creative endeavor, right? I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be able to do this kind of stuff. Like the fact that you formed questions and stuff like that is already like creative in itself. So I would give yourself like I would give you more credit than you think it's worth.
Thank you.
For personal
Thank
opinion.
you for that. Yeah. I've been yelled at for thinking that I'm not creative, but I'm like I don't really like I like video editing. I like to edit my videos. That's why I don't do this live because I really love the editing part and polishing it and like, you know, I mostly just cut out where I'm like, okay, I'm talking way too much. Like this is not,
Oh,
you know, like I cut myself out a lot because I know,
uh,
like I talk too much. So that's just a thing that I know.
talking too much in a podcast. Shocker.
Well, the podcast is about you. Like I shouldn't really be talking as much. The podcast is like all about you.
It's, you're the host. It should be about you too. You're the host. Like you should be also like people should connect with you too, right? I want like because I'm temporary. I'm gone. You got another guest on, right? You are not. So people should connect with you too. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's
That's my
true.
opinion,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
right? Like yeah.
that is valid, and I guess I never really thought of it that way. I'm kind of hard on myself sometimes.
A little, I
I can
get
be
it
a
though.
little
Like
hard.
I'll be a hypocrite if I give you too much shit because I'm pretty much like, yeah, I get it. No,
Yeah.
just but yeah, I think like in the logical sense of just like you are like right like because if you think of like other hosts like Stephen Colbert, right, or Conan, right, there's plenty of guests, but there's always Conan and Stephen Colbert that we watch because it's them, you know, and we love them as hosts. So in a way, I feel like that's something that you know like people will connect with you as a host, I think. But then having creators is like or other people in general is also like just like it creates dynamics. I don't know, it's just collaborating at that point. But don't forget the show isn't about us, the show is about you, in my opinion, because you are the host, you are the person that's always a constant in this show constantly. So that was a very shit sentence, but you get what I mean.
No, no, that was a great sentence. That makes perfect sense to me. And I guess I never really thought of it that way because I do feel like I do have a certain style, and I do want people to feel like, oh yeah, I know that podcast, and I really like that host because she asks really good questions, and I like to get people talking about things they don't always get to talk about. So that's the goal. So
There you go. Yeah.
yeah.
What was that guy's name? Nadwar. Not. There's this one guy. He interviews musicians, and his whole thing is that, well, he's very silly and like quirky, but he gets questions that every artist just goes like, how the fuck do you know that? It's like they're like how did you where did you find that? You have like an inside man? What's going on? Like it's some crazy shit. Yeah,
Interesting.
stuff like that. You should search him up. He's great. I think he's Canadian too, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll check them out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like to watch like how other, you know, interviewers do things and like what kind of questions do they ask and like what's their style, you know.
What?
Yeah.
So actually, what I've learned when I watched that video from Ludwig is he said write three people down, like 3 to 5 people down that you kind of like look up to or kind of want to borderline mimic a little bit or just like just want to like be like the most, and you always like you should always point to them or look at what they do whenever you're lost or all that kind of stuff. So the 3 people that I wrote was Ludwig, Doug, and I think it was Schlatt, but I don't remember. I feel like that list kept going up and down, but I think the 2 ones that were constant for me were Ludwig and Doug. So I think for you, like if you ever wanted to like write down the hosts that you wanted to kind of mimic and stuff, and then just watch them a lot and see how it goes. Try to like replicate it a little bit. I think that's a great way to go up. At least my opinion. That's my experience.
No, that's great advice. Thank you. I will I've never done that. Like I have like again in my little notebook of things, I have like different things that I want to accomplish with my podcast, but I'd never thought about like, like who do I admire? you
Yeah.
know?
uh, yeah. I apologize for the unsolicited advice. I just
No, no, no,
yeah.
no. I'm always open to advice, like whether I ask or not. Like I always.
Yeah, it just for me there was like like some things because I know honestly a lot of people like ask me questions and I always point them to like these two videos and the other video that I point to was again the guy Doug. He's a hilarious guy. He's also he used to be a programmer for like game companies and stuff like that, and he had this really good metaphor for being a creator, and he called it the chef hybrid cuisine like metaphor. I'm just calling it that, whatever. But basically, the whole point he said, if you are a chef and let's say you do only Asian cuisines, right? Okay, you only do like I don't know Chinese cuisine. Okay, you are now quote unquote competing with everyone that does Chinese cuisine, right? And in that way, you are like every single Chinese chef, or sorry, Chinese cuisine chef. Or let's change it to something else, like I don't know, Mediterranean, Greek, Mexican, whatever, right? But then, what if you take like two crazy ones and you put them together? You make like a hybrid cuisine, like I don't know, Japanese, Mexican, right? Suddenly, you're very unique in that case. So what he said is that as a creator, make like a list of interests or things that you think you are good at. This is important because the things you are good at, and you have to be very hard on yourself because there are times I had to say I'm not good at this, no matter how much I want to be good at this. Just like I have to say no, I'm not good at this. But I found things that like okay, I feel like I'm good at X, Y, and Z. Like I just wrote down a list, and then you take two of those things and you just try to somehow put them together. You just try to mash them together. And the example is like for Doug, he took like his programming skills and like playing video games, just like that kind of stuff. And he just made them into events because what he did is he started programming stupid shit that will happen while he's playing a game, and that's like his whole thing, and it's hilarious. And and then when you look at other creators and you see like, well, what's their hybrid cuisine? You start to see a lot of oh, he's good at these two things that he puts together, right? You can be good at two things, but if you put them together and make this amalgamation, suddenly you are like a unique creator. You are your own person. So for me, I feel like I did that once I'm like, oh, well, okay, everyone's a ghost cosplayer. Well, how do I change that and be silly? Oh, put a cow onesie on it. Oh, my dumbass bulbous eyes. And I'm always like freaking like waving my hands around. I know I'm good at that. So, okay. And I feel like I'm good with like the events and things like that. So I put them all together somehow. And I feel like that's partially my success. So there you go. If anybody's listening to this, for fuck's sakes, go watch their two videos. Watch those two videos.
I will. I promise I will. I absolutely will.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope it helps because, man, I feel like people have so much potential to create great things. And it's like easy and no, it's simple, but you'll never know until somebody really tells you. And I feel like the only reason I got to where I am is because I watched those videos, which is technically them telling me. So I'm like, ooh, come on, guys, you guys got this. You guys got go make good shit. You know?
That's amazing. So it seems like you're really great at spotting the potential of other people.
I
And
guess it's like
that's a rare
it's
quality. That's
is it? I don't know.
yeah, yeah, that's a rare quality when you can look at someone and like you see their potential or you can kind of you see like where they're trying to go to see that in other people. I think is a really
Yeah.
rare quality.
I think you can just tell by like how much a person wants something. I think that's what matters the most. If they're really passionate about doing something, then nothing else really matters that much. There's subtleties that you can see, but when a person really wants something, their personality is like fixated towards a specific direction. That, like for example, Micah. Because I love Micah to death. She's awesome. She's this creator that she plays a lot of Counter Strike and she drinks a lot of Monster Energy drinks. And God, so when I say so many Monster Energy drinks, I am not joking about that. Like she drinks like 5 a day. I was like, you're insane. Your heart's gonna die one day. It's weird, but that's her whole like shtick, and she's awesome. And whenever I like chill with her, like we never We just always think about like, yo, what stupid shit can we do together? In fact, she's coming over to my house. She's like flying over. Oh my god! And this is her idea, right? Because it's such a dumb but funny ass idea. We're gonna be eating like 500 fortune cookies, and then we're gonna take all those numbers and put into a lottery ticket. Like what? Like what? But it's funny, right? Because like it's hilarious. Like it's a funny thing to do, and I don't think people that are not passionate would think of that. So
Yeah.
there you go, right? So I don't
Yeah.
know. It's when people are super passionate, they just want to get shit going. They're like, let's do some funny shit. Let's do something stupid. I'm like, yeah,
That
let's do something
that does
stupid.
sound fun. That does sound fun. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like the little mom voice in the back of my mind is like, okay, but just be careful. Just
Oh, well,
just be,
yeah. You could always be careful, but you can't be too
just be
careful.
So as somebody who's like older in the Call of Duty community, so we have like Tactical Grandma, right? So
Oh yeah.
yeah, right. So she's in her 60s. And so like in your experience, how do you feel like older members of like the Call of Duty community? Do you feel like you kind of have like that universal appeal, or do you feel like there's like a specific, do you see like a specific age range with like people who are like big fans of yours? Or because I'm
Mm.
like on the older end of the spectrum, so it's I see like these really young people, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I was like 20 years younger. I could maybe like keep up with them, you know?
um, that's an interesting question. I think my I think my biggest demographic is definitely with a younger audience, but at the same time, there's still quite a substantial amount of older people that do watch me. Like especially much closer because there are people that will just, only watch your TikToks here and there. And then there are people that watch only your TikToks, but a lot of them. And then there are people that even watch you even closer by watching your YouTube videos or watching your streams, right? I think the more dedicated people that watch me start to go a little bit on the older side. Still young people, but you will see more of the older people that are more dedicated than the ones that are younger. And I can't tell if that's maybe a product of the environment we live in where, content has changed over to being short form content, very quick dopamine fixes and stuff like that, or maybe it's just me. Not too sure, but I I will say I do have a bigger demographic with the young people, but that's probably because I just make TikToks. Because I do see, because again, a lot of older people do watch me, and yeah, but I'm not sure why, because I think people that are older, the more older they get, and again, just age, right? We're just making sure, like, just age wise.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think the
yeah.
older, yeah, I think maybe I'm getting old too. I'm like almost 30. I think the older people get, the less they give a shit about things. I'll be honest with you,
You're just a
because
baby.
yeah, yeah.
You're
I feel
still
like you
just
just
a
become
baby.
more of a baby the older you get. They see you wearing a cow onesie, they're like, that's funny. Oh, but is it child's like, okay, shut the fuck up. Like they just like tell everybody, like, shit, stop talking. Like it's funny. Like it's a funny guy doing funny things. Just go suck a dick, and that's it. And then that's it. And then they just watch a person. So yeah, I think that's maybe why people that are older watch me as well, especially more closer because they just enjoy, I don't know, the silly antics that I do. That's what, yeah, I don't know. That's my theory to it, at least.
Can confirm. Like I like
Yeah.
the fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun and like, lighthearted. Do you feel like your content has changed like as you've aged? Do you feel like there's a difference now in like what you do, that maybe some elements
Hmm.
have changed?
I mean, definitely things have changed, and I think that's a good thing, right? Like some things have changed, especially my focus towards, before I used to only make shorts, and now I'm like, well, how do I do other things? Like, how do I make bigger YouTube things? How do I make crazy, silly, funny events, even if it's just me? And because, I've been moving, so right now it's been a standstill, but I think from when I started making TikToks, I only cared about at the time just making shorts, and then I grew Like, how do I make, like, not just how to, like, just making shorts, but it's like, how do I make good shorts? That's it. Just good shorts. I didn't care about anything else because I just cared about capacity. And then once I grew, I was like, okay, I can put more time into this finally. Then I was like, okay, well, now how do I make silly, crazy shit with like longer forms? So I think that did change. And, you know, and that always over time, like there's also like subtle things that led me towards one path or another. I don't know. It's like it's weird. It's hard to explain. I think over time my content has changed subtly, but at the same time the core of it has not, because at the end of the day it's just like, well, how do I make this more fun? Or just, you know, because you see me like, if you ever saw me, I got into dresses. I got into some weird ass stuff. Like I got into like this weird crazy bride outfit that I can't even that I freaking got.
I
I
liked
got a
it.
community
I liked it.
guideline. Yeah,
I
I got
thought
a
it was
freaking
awesome.
strike on TikTok for that. Like you see what I mean? Like, but yeah, like so like stuff like
Banned.
that, you know. Banned, yeah,
I'm
oh my
banned.
god. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, like stuff like that, you know, it's, you know, like that is a direction I didn't expect myself to go to, but you know, but I feel like it just naturally went that way because people, you know, got a good laugh out of it. And then, you know, what's gonna happen in the future? Like maybe like I'm probably gonna go on in a dress or something in a convention and probably shit my pants because I'm gonna be super scared and stuff. But you know, it is what it is. It'll be funny. And you know, or just yeah, like just whatever. I don't know. It's weird. The passion I think has never changed. Has never left. But just the ideas that are always being formulated are always ever changing and always going in different directions. And I think that's a good thing because you have to be adaptable and just constantly go with the flow of what do you think will just be great. I think that's a big thing, is that if you're too rigid and you don't switch up things that you do, you'll never, again, you'll just be complacent, right? You have to like figure out ways to kind of keep pushing yourself. But I will say this, one thing that did change is that I I think the people that I talk to and interact with has changed because before I just talked with everybody. But then as I got to know more people, and this sucks. This is actually things that I'm not happy about, is that the more I got to interact with people and talk to people, the more I started to see more negative things from other creators. And it turned me to be more closed off. And I think I realized why other creators that are much bigger are usually like just with other big creators. If you've seen that, right? Like it's like always like, oh, I don't know, Markiplier is with. Actually, I don't know much about Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, but I'm just going to make an example. You
I
see
don't
those
either.
two
Yeah.
together, but then that's
Like,
it, right? That's an example.
yeah.
So, and it sucks because I always want to do things with everybody, but it becomes less feasible by the days go by, and I don't wish that upon anybody because, again, if anybody's listening to this, don't let my experiences dictate that, because you should still take risks, and I still do. Like, I still take risks, and I still like, you know, try to talk to everybody that, because again, right, some negative experiences do not dictate all of the positive experiences that you make. So I think like that's something that I have to combat, and I will like push myself. That is one thing I say has changed over time. There's no really such thing as, okay, here's a great example actually. I'll give you a good example. Very recently, like randomly, I found this one YouTube video from this, it's again very recent video, and it was just these people, super old form looking video, like 2009 kind of YouTube video of just people playing games and just having fun. They had like 5,000 followers or something, like subscribers on stuff like that or whatever, right? So just to give you like a perspective of it, right? But there was a YouTuber that was like a very big one that was on their most recent video. His name was Jay Schlatt. He was just there, just playing games with them and having fun. And he has like, I don't know, like 2 million subscribers, something like that, right? Some crazy number, right? So in that way, you can say that, well, then why did he do it? Why did he just step down? I do not agree that the whole like, oh, I will not reach out to you if you're a bigger or smaller or whatever follower count, subscriber count, whatever. At the end of the day, it's about ideas. And just doing things in general. There are some people that will be more okay with just being comfortable. And like here's a great example. There's a guy named XQC. And the only thing he does is just play games in his room, and that's it. And he even said it to himself. I think he said it. I don't know if he's the one that said it, or someone else, but he said, well, why would I go out and spend all this money on these crazy events and do all this kind of stuff and get like maybe a fifth of the viewer count when I can just stay home, play video games, and get 10 times the money for like a tenth of the effort? And he's not wrong, right? He's not wrong for that. But then this is why I admire Ludwig so much, because it's the love of the game. The love of just making fun shit and being known for doing funny things and just doing like hosting great things. I've accepted to be on this podcast not because of your sub count or whatever. I don't care. I just was like, I get to be in a fucking podcast. This is sick. That's it. There's my brain did not go further than that. I get to be in a podcast. This is awesome. This is fun. And then the only thing that like I'm thinking about that's left is, do I have the time for it? And if not, can I make time for it? That's it. Do I want to do it? Can I make time? Like, do I have time and can I make time for it? Done. That's it. And then like maybe very small things of like, is this person gonna shit talk me? I highly doubt it. Right? Like I highly doubt it. Right? Like very, very simple, basic risk factors that you just accommodate as a basic human being. But that's not even a creator thing. That's just, is this person going to, is this person a risk factor in my life? But that's it. Beyond that, it shouldn't really matter. And I think people that think that way have to reevaluate, or, just, I don't know. I've met so many people like that, unfortunately. Like I've even invited like some people over. Like one person I met, I invited over for New Year's. One of the most nastiest people ever. Just like, and that was my bad. It was, bad hindsight, and that was, much more riskier back then. And they were just not savory or great individuals, but it is what it is. But I just wanted, like, for me personally, what I care about is meeting new people, doing funny things, or just doing new things, just doing things in general, just doing events and things and all that kind of stuff. Right? There's not the only thing, because think of it this way: one day I'm going to stop being a creator, right? Or die, or whatever we want to spin it that way. Am I just gonna be known for that guy that sits in front of his computer playing video games? There's hundreds of thousands of people that are like that. That's it, right? If for example, Markiplier passes away, God forbid that happens, he's gonna be known for a lot of things, for making a cool ass show, for doing like a bunch of like playthroughs that for games that a lot of people cared about, and as well as for just his personality in general. Not for the games he played, right? It's for him and just him. And then if Ludwig passes away, like Ludwig will be known for like his personality, that kind of stuff. But he's also going to be known for that guy that hosted a chess boxing event with a bunch of streamers. If you don't know what chess boxing is, it's very silly. It's basically you play chess in a boxing ring, and then time runs out. Then you start boxing each other. Like you start beating the shit out of each other. Time runs out. Then you start playing chess again. And it's just like 10 rounds or something like that. Right? He lost, yeah, right? Yeah, and he lost a lot of money from that. He lost, I don't remember, it was like a ludicrous amount of numbers. Like, it was a lot because the sponsor pulled out last second, whatever, and he lost like at least $100,000. It's probably more than that. But is he going to be known as the guy that lost $100,000, or is he going to be known as the guy that hosted a bunch of funny events and got a bunch of people together and doing silly shit? Because if I died, I'd like to be known for that. Nobody's going to give a shit if you lost money. That everybody loses money. But that is something that you will be remembered for. And that is something that I would love to do. I would rather be in like your podcast or in other people's videos or all that kind of stuff and do silly shit. Like freaking get Baby No Money to talk with me and stuff like that, or just do some stupid shit together. Because at the end of the day, it's funny. It's entertainment. It's creative. Like it's being a creator. It's the love of the game. Beyond that, All these other things is just like it's like I'll be honest, follower count doesn't even fucking matter that much, to be quite honest with you. Like you can have a shit ton of followers and still fall off. Like it doesn't even matter. Who gives a fuck? Or your viewer count is just like the views that you have in your videos is just a dictation at the time relevant to how many people that have seen you to see if your content is interesting or not. So at the end of the day, it's just another indication of are you entertaining or not. That's it. So I don't think you should be looking in a way of you're a step down or whatever, because people would, if they like you or if they think like, yeah, it'd be awesome to just be a part of this event or thing, people will come in no matter what. If they just want to do the thing. And if they don't, maybe they just don't have time, or maybe it's something else. But that's something else after that shouldn't even be a thought, like an afterthought. That's like, okay, that's not my problem anymore. That's like a therapist problem. It's not me.
Right.
Right? That's what I think.
Yeah, yeah, like if I don't get an answer, I just try. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll go to the next person on the list. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting. I will say that for like folks in the Call of Duty fandom, folks within the Call of Duty space are the most responsive and receptive to like wanting to do something with me. Most of them have like no idea who I am because I'm very quiet and like, oh yeah, I watch your stream every week. I'm like, you do? Do you ever say anything? No. I just watch.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of like quietly in the back and like, this person's interesting. I think I want to have a conversation with them. Or this person's interesting. I think I want to have a conversation with them. And that's kind of how it starts, for me is just like, who do I even just want to have a conversation with, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I find them interesting. Like, it doesn't matter if anybody else finds them interesting. Like, I find them interesting. That's why I want to, talk to them. Like, that's why like my podcast is different from our YouTube channel or like our like the What Else show is its own thing that my husband and I do together. But like, this is my thing. I do what I want to do. I talk to who I want to talk to. In fact, like the title, like Exclusively Admirers, it was like, this is my thing. And it's kind of like poking fun at OnlyFans because I I thought I was going to lose my job at the end of 2024. So I was joking to my husband. I was like, well, I'll just start an OnlyFans if I lose my job. And I'm like, or I could start a podcast. I'm going to start a podcast because I might have a lot of free time coming up. I ended up not losing my job, but I was like, no, this is really cool. Like I still really want to do this. And like you said, if somebody wants to make time to do it, they will. If somebody really wants to do it, they will. Like they probably don't. Like the people that
Unless it's super busy, yeah. Like unless it's like so
yeah,
busy,
yeah. And I know like everybody has really busy lives and I get that, but even just getting like I can't I'm really busy right now. Like even that, like just responding, is just like really appreciated.
yeah.
Because then it's like, oh, cool, like they responded. It was a no,
Yeah.
but they responded. So that's fine. No is fine. But
Which is, I felt
it's
so bad too because you messaged me on Instagram and I don't read TikTok or Instagram DMs. I'm like, oh fuck, you messaged me a week ago, and I was like,
oh
please message me on Discord. Like, I'm not gonna respond there. Like, I'm so sorry. I
no,
felt
it's
so
okay.
bad. I was like, fuck.
So I'm still learning how to use TikTok, so I'm not sure I would be able to figure out how to message you on TikTok. And then like Instagram, I like the DM feature on Instagram more than I like the DM feature on Twitter because I feel like sometimes DMs don't go through. And then I'm still learning how to use Discord also. So I was like, okay, I'll just try. Like, you tell me which one is the best because I'm like, I don't know how to use any of them. I'm still like a kindergartner trying to figure out like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I Instagram's DMs is still better, but I just have so many DMs at that point. It's just like it's not feasible
Oh, I
anymore.
bet. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just and again, like you said, right? The Call of Duty people are so receptive, and it's and that's good. Right? It's great, And I like watching. I call it the thing they call mask talk. I think because sometimes they go out of it like other times like SCP Foundation or just their own thing. And I feel bad because sometimes I'm like, oh, this guy's this person's pretty cool, and I follow them, and then they start DMing me, and I'm like, oh well, here's another thing that like another like pile of DMs that I just can't respond to. And I feel bad because some people are like, yeah, Circuit just never fucking responds to me, man. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't have the capacity. Like, I actually did a stream once. I showed people, I was like, hey guys, this is what my DMs look like. Let's go through them together. I shit you not. Oh my god. Okay, if I can give a fucking tip for anybody that's listening to this right now, do not open your messages towards somebody with a little wave emoji or hi. Non sequitur, bro. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, come on. Like, oh my god. Like, guys, I love you, but Jesus, like, oh my god, dude. When I used to work in tech, some developers got so pissed off they made this. They had this website. I forgot what it was called. It's like, let me remember. No, it's like No More Hello or some shit like that. Let me find it. NoHello.net. Yeah, they made this website called NoHello.net, and it says. And it's literally just like a guideline on DMing people. It's ridiculous. It's like, imagine calling someone on the phone, going hello, then putting them on hold, face plant emoji. And then it says like, don't do this. And it shows like, don't say hello, are you around? Hi, quick question. You got a second? Or whatever, right? And then it says, instead try this. And it tells you like ways to open DMs. Like, hey man, what's up? Also, any ideas on what this thing is do? Right? If you're trying to like, just like get somebody's attention for like something specific, just open with that. That's way better than just saying,
get to the point. Yeah.
Hello, oh hello. To the point. Like, oh my god, like no, don't do that. Like oh my god, I used to work at tech. I flipped out at people when that shit. I'm like, if you fucking tell me, hey, what's up, and then you give me a fucking question right after I said not much. I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. I will shit talk you at the fucking water cooler. I swear to God. God, dude, I used to work at tech. I have some fucking stories.
I bet you do.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, again, if any creators fucking watching this, nohello.net. Follow that shit. And if you don't, I'm fucking throwing a slipper at you from here. Mach 3. I'm done. Done spieling. Oh my god.
I have a template I use that I copy and paste into DMs. So everybody, like most people I invite, get the exact same message. I include a link. Like here's the channel. Here's what the podcast. Here's a recent interview with like a guest that I had. Right. So yeah. I do not do that because that drives me crazy too. Because it's like people do that to me at work all the time. Because we have like IM, right? And I'm like, yeah, hi. I see your. Are you gonna get to the point?
I see your Slack message, you motherfucker. Yeah, like I see it.
I got shit to do. Like I don't have time to figure. Like, are you waiting for me to respond? Because I'm not gonna respond. Like I'm in a meeting or like I'm on the phone. Like that drives me.
That's
crazy.
why I just don't. That's why I sometimes just like I get so overwhelmed. Like on Discord, people like do that all the time. So I just get overwhelmed. I'm just like I can't. I'm not even gonna respond to this. I'm too tired. Yeah, it sucks. Like it's again context. I used to work in the tech industry. And yeah, in case people don't know, Slack, which is like a work Discord. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people just, I don't know what is going on, but so many people don't know etiquette for like DMing people. It's so weird. It's like, dude, you've been working in this industry. Like, come on, Samantha. Like, you're like 50 years old. Like, come on. You should know this by now. No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, just get to the point.
Yeah, just get to the point.
Yeah, I try to approach everything with like a respect for people's time, right? Like I don't want to keep people too long. I don't want to leave them guessing like what does this person want? Like it's like basic elementary writing. Like you have an intro, a middle, and a conclusion. Like, what do you want out of this conversation?
Yeah, you can still make it polite. Like, hey, love your stuff. Like that. Hey, by the way, I'm doing this thing. Like, that's fine. Yeah. Like, that's totally okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I just want to point out, it's so fucking relatable talking to you right now because I can't talk to about these spiels that I had with like work and stuff or all that nonsense because people don't like have that experience. I'm like, I can't. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm so happy you get it.
Oh my god. So I've been at Boeing for almost 11 years now. So I'm a corporate shill. But I love airplanes. So
If it pays the bills, it pays the bills. That's all
it
that
pays
matters.
the bill. Yep, yep. But I do love airplanes. So yeah, it's like I live that corporate life, and then like during the pandemic, we were all remote, and it was awesome. And we made like a little office space in the studio upstairs. So the studio has like my little office space in the corner where that's where I worked.
Uh-huh.
And then they made everybody come back to the office, and we were like,
Fuck!
yeah,
Always. I was waiting for like, did they make you go back? They made you go
yes,
back, didn't they? I swear to God.
yes,
These
yeah.
fucking corporate people, these son of a
So
bitch.
it's so stupid. It's so stupid. And I was reading. I don't know if you can relate to this, but
Probably will.
I was reading the leaked memo from T-Mobile. No, was it T-Mobile? AT&T. There's a leaked memo from AT&T that the CEO sent to all of his managers. And I love that shit. I love reading like
Okay.
leaked shit from all these, big corporations. Like, what are those CEOs making their employees do? And there's an interesting thing that happens when a CEO of a large corporation does something. There's like this mimic game going on where other CEOs are like, cool, let's do that. And it's like I read
Uh,
these memos and stuff to figure out like what are they doing that maybe like my CEO is going to decide is like a great idea and they're going to do it. Like what's coming next? So it's like I knew 5 days in the office was coming because Starbucks did that and Amazon did that. I used to work at Amazon. I hated going to the office. It's a slog from where I live to downtown Seattle. Like I don't live in Seattle. I live outside Seattle. So it's like I'm taking a bus and a train and then a shuttle like just to get to down like I don't live here, guys.
yeah.
This is a slog to get here and just kind of see I can kind of like read the room from what other CEOs are doing of like, okay, they're going to make us go back 5 days a week because that's what Starbucks is doing. And lo and behold, like I warned my team, like, guys, I think this is coming. And yep, they're like, yeah, 5 days a week in the office. And then I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. Y'all
It's
copy each
such
other.
yeah, it's such nonsense too because like I don't get it. 'Cause, like for example, when I used to go to like commute to work in Toronto, again, little perspective, Toronto and Vancouver are the worst in real estate in the world right now. Like we are the worst. Like our purchasing power is fucked. Like it's really bad. Whatever. Like depressing shit. So here's the thing. Before, like when I used to commute, I had to take I had to drive to the train station, hope to God that there was enough space, and then take a train down. That is a 1 hour and 30 minute commute one way, and then 1 hour and 30 minutes back. That is 3 hours of my life I am wasting 5 days a week. Then COVID happened and whatever. But here's the thing: a lot of people in COVID. So I then moved way up north to like a place called Barrie, and which means my commute would get longer if I went down to work. Okay, but hey, let's hope they stick to remote. And then all these other people also did the same thing, moved even farther, like Alberta, freaking PEI, like really, really, really far away. And then on top of that, a lot of people had babies. That's why we had COVID babies. Like that's an
Yeah.
actual thing. That it's COVID
COVID
babies,
babies.
yeah. And then my brother was one of them. And then these motherfuckers are like, yeah, now go back to work. And then there's a study that was made that people were more efficient and happier and like everything was just went going up from a what's it called, from a work from home workspace, and these motherfuckers are still like, no, you gotta go inside. I'm gonna be that guy. Middle management is so fucking useless. They do nothing. I don't understand. What's the point of you guys? It's like an enigma. You guys are just sitting there like I don't know what you do. You're just doing something. I don't know. What the fuck? And then you guys give us shit for no reason. I'm like, oh my God, man, you guys suck. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. And I got laid off multiple times from different companies because tech just had
Oh,
huge
yeah. Oh,
layoffs.
yeah. Yeah. In the tech space, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, so it sucked, and then just everything went downhill. In fact, to be quite honest, at some point I got laid off twice and fired once, unrightfully so. I think they're getting sued now, actually, for that. Not by me. Like, I think it's a class action, but whatever. And then I couldn't find a job for like 4 months because they asked me to go into work, but like not even in the same province. They told me to like move provinces. And at the time I was like, how the fuck, how, where, like, are you going to help me? Like, no, we will not accommodate you at all for the move. I'm like, okay, thanks, jackass. Yeah, no accommodations. Figure it out yourself. Great. And then at some point, I think 4 months of searching, like after like all those things and all that stress, I just said fuck this and I gave up and I was like, I'm going to be a full-time creator. Because full-time creation was actually going up. Like my TikToks were going up, everything was going up. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I might as well just put all my time into this instead of a potential income. And don't get me wrong, I don't make as much money, nearly as much money as before. But man, am I way less stressed. I'm in debt. I'm in a lot of debt. People think I get a shit ton of money. I don't get any TikTok money because TikTok doesn't pay Canadians. And all of my money is from just the crazy super. Like I am. Don't get me wrong. Very grateful for the crazy whales that just drop insane amounts of money just so I can pay my rent. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Are you eating food today? Or do you have food on the table? Yes, okay, just making sure. You just dropped like 100 subs, which is like $1,000. Not everybody can just do that. Thank you. And then I started like doing things like selling stickers and charms, and that's like a whole thing. I was like, oh my god, like and to be honest, still it's fun, right? I'm learning and like I'm my own boss and all that kind of stuff. Oh man, these corporate sons of bitches. I hate these motherfuckers. Like you guys suck so much. Like you just don't like happiness, do you? Like you don't like being happy. You're like everybody must be as miserable as me. My god.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's interesting because nobody's ever worked in a corporate environment. Can't quite like it. It's hard to express what that's like, right?
Sometimes
It's
I
hard
feel
to
like
describe. It's a different.
yeah.
It's a different place. Yeah.
I think a lot of people will act a little bit better if they just spent a little time in a very shitty environment. Because every time I go like, man, shit's pretty hard, and I'm like, I just sit there, I'm like, no, it isn't.
Really?
Bitch, you don't have a manager fucking like dogging you, or you're not in construction like breaking your spine. Like, shut up, pussy, sit down. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, that's like the talk I have with myself. I was like, bro, like, did you forget? Let me remind you. Like, my brain just like gives me all these memories. I'm like, never mind, I'm good. My bad. Sorry, slipped up. Sorry, minor slip up. My bad. Shit.
I didn't mean that. I take it back. I take it back.
Yeah, take it back. Fuck, man. I'll get back to work. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. It's different. It's so different. Yeah. But
yeah, I wish it upon no one, but at the same time, like, but you need a little bit just to know how good you can have
just
it.
to understand it. Yeah, and appreciate when things are good or when something you're doing really matters to you. Like I'm very passionate about airplanes. Like that's why I work at Boeing. Like I love airplanes. And like I feel the same way about like my podcast and our YouTube channel and then like all of my history stuff. Like I'm not really a book girly because I only read nonfiction. So I don't consider myself a book girly, but it's like I spend so much time immersing myself in all this stuff that like I'm really passionate about just because I like it.
I wish I was like, I don't know. I wish I like read books more, I guess. Like, I don't know. For me, it's like, I wish I was more engrossed into, because for me, I like video games a lot. At some point I wanted to be like a video game developer and that kind of stuff. It just, but I've always wanted to be a creator too. So I guess that took precedent. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like I this may sound weird. I feel like I'm dumber if I don't read books. Like I feel like I am just lower intelligence than other people when I just because I don't read books.
You know, I feel like part of that comes from like what society has told you about reading books. Like it's
maybe
I feel like it's something that society had, because I have met extremely, like, including you, like I've met very intelligent people and like maybe they don't read that much and like that's okay. Like you can be really intelligent and like not be a bookworm. And I play a lot of video games too. But like
I don't know. I don't know. I guess like for me it's like whenever I watch myself, for example, my speaking skills, I'm always so hard on how I speak. Whenever I use filler words or swear too much, as you saw, I just sit there like, man, I sound like a Neanderthal. Neanderthal, is that what it was? Like the like a caveman? That's what I feel like. Kind of look like one right now too, but you know. was like, man, I gotta clean this up. Never do.
No,
Never end up doing it.
you know what? I love profanity. I love profanity. I curse like a sailor when I'm not at work. Like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. A friend of mine one time bought me a shirt that said I have the vocabulary of a well-educated sailor. Like that's like I will fucking make up words. So when I'm like outside of work, I curse like a sailor, but when I'm at work, I have to be really careful, right?
Corporate face, yeah.
You can't swear. But when I'm at work and I'm mad, I get really articulate. And the more articulate I get, it's like they can tell like I'm getting more and more angry. And I start using really big words, right? Like
Because you can't swear, right? So you have to like invent ways to kind of swear, but not really
yeah.
swearing.
Yeah. And it's like
Right,
I
yeah.
think you are being extremely obtuse and like what the fuck? You know? Like if
So what do you think of that word? Like, what?
obtuse is like go fuck yourself. Like that's my corporate speak for go fuck yourself. Like
I just start pulling the classics of that as my previous email kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that lovely things of like, can you like stop asking the questions that you shouldn't be asking because we already answered this like 100 times.
We already did it. Yeah, like why are we having a meeting about this? You could have just sent me a 1 sentence email. like this is fine. Yeah, like whatever. Yeah. I
have a work Discord and like people that are like helping me, like artists, editors, all that kind of stuff. They decided to go on a corporal off with me, and they just like made up some shit towards me, and I wrote like a huge thing in corporate speak, and they were like, "Ew, stop! Ew, you're too good! Ew, stop it!" I'm like, "Don't ever make me do this ever again. If you guys ever give me shit for being unprofessional, this is what professional circuit looks like." They're like, "My bad. Sorry, chief. My bad. I'm never doing that again." I'm like, don't ever make me corporal speak. Don't ever. I hate that shit. Oh, it's so gross. It's like oh, I still have it like written here. It's like I have it like it's still there. I think Echo was like saying like, "Ew, give a back. Where's circuit?"
Regarding the chain of events that recently transpired, this is my analysis of the situation.
God, what I wrote? Yeah, here's what I wrote.
I'm so good at corporate speak. I cannot wait to hear this.
Like, okay, basically, like Fusha, my partner, basically wrote, "It sounds like you're going like as a meme. It sounds like you're going through an adjustment period, transitioning from one way of working to another. That's always frustrating, especially if you're trying to ramp up, be productive at a new company." He's not good at this, right? Here's what I wrote. I wrote, "Of course, it is also frustrating when adjustment periods require a handoff for different management, which requires me to transition into different communication requirements as well as different expectations from management. As per my previous statement, it would be great to receive transparency to maximize our efficiency and reduce our friction. If we can move our conversations to anything task related to Jira tickets only instead of using Slack, that would help since we only use this channel for more ad hoc communications. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me." He's also saying, "Go fuck yourself. Don't ever fucking talk to me ever again." And then I scrolled down, and everyone lost their shit. They're like, "Oh, ew. Oh yeah." One of my editors said, "Is Evil Circuit just a normal man in corporal suit instead of Robo Mask and a cow onesie?" And then another one said, "Does Mr. B Circuit put the Twitch chat in Squid Games or something? What the fuck is this?" And then the same editor said, "I should have just asked you to write my fucking letter firing myself. What is this?" I was so funny. And then it kept going. It kept going, and then basically one of my friends said, "Yes, I had like basically like they kind of like ended like they're like, you know, like almost like resignated to a defeat, but I still had to respond to it." I responded with the worst thing you can respond in corporate speak: a thumbs up reaction.
Oh,
you know what that means. You know what that means. That shit is nasty. Like it's either like acknowledgement, it's like, okay, they read the message, or I don't even fucking want to talk to you at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is nasty.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The thumbs up, the notorious thumbs up emoji as a reaction. Oh.
That had to hurt.
Oh.
That had to hurt.
They immediately said like, "I want to kill you. That was gross. I've never felt so much more disgust until I saw that thumbs up emoji." They even like maximized it and like put it like fucking giant ass image. I'm just like dying.
Oh my god. You evil corporate shell.
See, now this time, make sure. See, now I'm gonna go back to swearing and stuff. See, you guys want this? No? Then shut the fuck up.
I could
Further
talk to you
on.
for hours.
About corporate shit.
I know.
God.
Just corporate bullshit.
It's just trauma dumping each other for corporate shit. That's what it is at this point.
Oh God, let's unpack our corporate trauma.
So how does that make you feel?
All right. So when do you feel the most inspired to create? When does inspiration strike you? Is there a trend? Is there a pattern?
Yeah, actually 3 different ones. Yeah, I get 3. I get like, I think like drive and like inspiration. I'll just go with inspiration first. The inspiration is simply from just seeing other creators like do crazy shit. Then I'm like, fuck man, I want to do that. Whenever I see like a cool video that people did, or just something like interesting, or just even like something, I don't know, like just something that just just a banger. Like it hits really hard. Sometimes somebody made a video that just like goes like with a beat of a song and it just sounds so well. I'm like, damn, like I want to do something like that too. The other one is, this is gonna sound crazy, but this one is a little bit spite. I sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of my life I had a lot of people not believing in me. And when I say a lot, like literally my family, like my parents, people in school, like everyone, nobody ever believed in me. And I think I just grew up almost turning like huge stubbornness and spite towards other people. Maybe it's more stubbornness, I think, of just being like, I'm going to prove them wrong. Sometimes that proving them wrong really hits hard for me, because when I feel like I can do something and then people say, no, you can't, I'm like, I want to prove to you. Like, I want to fucking make you eat your words. Like, sometimes that is a thing that drives me. Of course, don't get me wrong. Like, the inspiration and that kind of stuff, just watching people make cool shit is always a thing that really drives me forward the most, because that's what makes me the most creative. But when people say things like that, it makes me kind of like go into a, like, it makes me go like overclock. Like I start to like just be like, I'm gonna prove these fuckers wrong. Just watch. Like it kind of gets me out of a, like, sometimes it gets me out of a rut when I feel down, or I feel like I'm slowing down and just, oh man, I'm feeling a bit tired or whatever. And then somebody says some shit, I'm like never mind, fucking run it back. Gotta keep going. And then the third thing is my fans and my friends and like people that actually do believe in me. Specifically, when I see fan art of me, which I see a lot. People think I don't see fan art. I see a lot of fan art. I try to save them. Side note to all the people that put fan art on TikTok and you want me to see it, please let me download the damn picture, like, or post it on fucking Twitter or something. Like, guys, I can't, like, I have to take like a screenshot. Looks not great. Anyways, side spiel, but whatever. It's the stuff that my fans give me. It keeps me going. When people, and in thoughtful messages too. I had like people messaging me like, "Hey, like you're the reason I'm here," or you're the reason I'm like being a creator." There was this guy named Mughal. He's a big fan of mine, and he said, "Hey man, I got a job because you just kept like telling me like to just keep going and not stop. Like that made me really happy." And then there's like so many like gifts that I got. Like hell, almost all these cow stuff are gifts. Like almost all of these. I got that one myself from like NASA in Houston, because I went to the space station, which is cool. I don't know
very
how
cool.
I got that from Houston, but whatever.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how that ended up there, but almost everything here is a gift. Like that cow was given to me a gift. That one. Like that one's from PO Box. That was from Major Melon. That one, fuck man, I lost count at this point. I don't even like know. And then and for example, even more when people make creative shit too. I still want to figure out how to hang this up, but somebody made this like little mask for me. I can't wear it because it doesn't fit me, but like it's cool. Like like this is some, I like when
That's
people make
awesome.
things for me. Right. And like I found this like amazing, just like this is wonderful. Like I love it so much, and I want to like put it like up on a wall. And like, that's like a sole reminder that these are people that care about what I do and what I make. And right, like another person like made this. a friend of mine, Tomathan, made this. He didn't even know me, and then he's like, hey, like, and I met him when I went to DreamHack. He's like, hey, I made this for you. I'm like, oh, dude, that's awesome. Like, I don't even know if he's like a big fan of mine. And a very long time ago, a very, 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 very long time ago, before I was even Cow Ghost, I met some friends and Fuchsia's friends, and like they made this little like 3D printed carving. His name is
Oh,
Exoman, and it says like right here, thanks for stopping by. I have so much stuff that people
that's
give me.
so
Like
cool.
which by the way, I forgot to. I was supposed to do a subathon idea, and the subathon killed me, so I'm just gonna do that like as a video idea. I was gonna make friendship bracelets and just send it to people. Just a funny thing to do, but
Oh,
right here, I have like just letters and things that people sent me like in the PO box, and it's just like stuff people send me like when they gave me stuff like this. Like there's a letter right here, this was from Roses, just like when they gave me like maple cookies and stuff like that. It's a letter. There's so many. It's yeah, like some people give me postcards. Like there's a letter here from, actually this is the Fuchsia. Oh, okay.
oh,
Yeah, like I have just so many postcard, like what like Jesus Christ, like that's a lot. Like like people
wow.
spend time, because when you think about it, I like to think of every like a little fan art drawing. Somebody made this. If you can see in the camera, not it's not sure. Hold on.
Oh, I
It's like
see
a
it.
line art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like me flipping off and stuff like that. It's
Yep.
funny. Yeah, and I just have all these letters that people give me, and they're just reminders that people. Why is my TS okay? That's the government documents. I don't know why that's there. Yeah, but I just have like people just sending me stuff and letters, and it means a lot. It really, like, there's so many. It just means the world to me. Like, right, there's like all these like letters, all this stuff. I don't know. It means a lot to me. I think seeing this kind of stuff and having it be a reminder of just, you know, what I do, it keeps me going forward, and I and it makes, I don't know, it just it makes me feel very happy. And then and the multiple fan arts that I saw online I have saved, it means a lot. It's stuff like that that makes me want to continue being a creator, because when people take time out of their day, like, I find time way more worth than money. And if you spend like time out of your day for to make something for me or do something for me, that's a lot. That, like I am taking time, like you're giving me your time. That's a huge thing that is being given to me, and I find a lot of worth in that. So yeah, I don't know, for me it matters a lot that people care about the stuff that I do, and that will always keep me going. And every time I feel down, like, I just go through these letters just so I can be reminded of that over and over and over again all the time. Like that one, like Echo and Joe Cat gave me this little plushie, which is their character. It's Joe Cat's character
Oh,
Gobbo. Yeah, just and then
that's so cute.
Chimeras like has a like plushie company, and then that's their plushies as well, right? Like, I don't know.
That is so
And then
cool.
all these things are reminders of like the friends that I made, the friends you made along the way. But jokes aside, but it is truly though, like, the friends I made along the way. It's all the people that I've met in this journey. It means a lot. It's a very big. It's big. It's not something to take for granted, in my opinion. It's something that you should always hold close to your heart, if that makes sense. It's because if in a lot of ways, I know a lot of people are going to say like, no, you're entertaining, and no, like, you're a good person no matter what, just because of who you are. But I don't feel like I would be anything as a creator without them. I don't feel like a lot of people are going to say, your worth shouldn't be tied directly to the people that like that are watching your stuff, which is true. But at the same time, my career, though, like the fact that I can pay bills, hinges on the fact that people care about me. So at the end of the day, I am grateful for the fact that I can call myself a full-time content creator and do this as a living because of them. In my heart, I know what do they say? Uh, there's this one great quote that I love. There's a very good quote that the late Satoru Iwata, I hope I said that correct. He used to be the CEO of Nintendo, and his one quote that he said that just that just never left me really. It just mattered so much. It was at a speech. He said, "On my business card, I am a corporate president. In my mind, I'm a game developer, but in my heart, I'm a gamer." And in a lot of ways, I think that transitions over to who I am, with some changes, right? Like with work, I am this kind of stuff, but in my heart, I am like I am a content creator, I'm a cosplayer, like I'm all these things. And the people that watch me and enjoy the stuff that I do is the reason I can say that this is my job. Hopefully that makes sense.
It does. That is amazing and beautiful, and you you speak so passionately about your fans and the people who care about you, and don't forget also that, yeah, it's evidence that people love you, but it's also evidence of like the impact that you have on other people. They wouldn't
I
take
hope, yeah.
they wouldn't give you so much of their time if you weren't having such a big impact. So I think we can all kind of thank you for that, because you have made a huge impact.
I hope so.
Definitely.
It's kind of like quid pro quo, right? It's like if people if people react this way, that means I must be doing something right.
Yes. That's true. That is a true statement. So we talked about advice that you had for other creators, but also handling criticism and negative feedback. And do you have any advice you can impart on us about handling criticism and negative feedback?
I'll talk about the negative stuff first because I think that's the easier answer. I know it's easier said than done to just be like, just ignore it. But think about it this way. If you have something in your head that you want to get done and plan out, and then somebody says something like, "Oh, you're dog shit. You're washed. You're not funny," right? I got that. I got so many of those. Like I lost count. I don't even care anymore. Uh, Actually, for me, I asked myself a question of what does this message intended to do, or what is this message supposed to cause? If it's pure malice, it's a waste of time. Simply being like think of it this way. The person's if a person writes that for you, like towards you, the only thing they want you to do is to waste your time. And if you react to it, you waste even more time. So now think about it this way. Do you even have the time for that right now? Because for me, I do not have the time to respond to even DMs on Instagram and TikTok. I don't. Let alone the fucking negative comments. Like, do you think I have bro? I don't have time for that. Like whatever. You can say whatever you want. Thanks for the free engagement. At the end of the day, hey, see you later, jackass. I don't care because at the end of the day, this doesn't bring any value towards my life. And the only thing that you want is me to waste my time. So at the end of the day, I can't do anything with it. It's a nothing burger. So and then just ask yourself, what can you do instead with that time? And of course, it's still valid if it gets to you because, of course, you're human. Emotions get to you. Totally reasonable. But again, time is such a big value in our lives. Don't give time to people that matter. And again, not to receive something back in value, but just it's like the value could just be spending time with friends, having fun, or just sitting, even sitting here, right? Maybe if I think about it this way, me spending time with you will make me probably happier. I'm doing something that I genuinely enjoy, and that's it, and like nothing else, right? Like, and that's plenty for me. But responding to a negative like comment won't really do much for me at all. So I can sit here and be stressed and like think about these negative comments in my head, or I can be like, or I can come to your podcast, or I can go edit videos, or I can go make another short, right? You've only have a finite amount of time in your life to do things. So spend your time very consistently towards a positive direction. Because the perspective of your life is, sorry, your life is not revolved by the events, but your perspective towards them. If you constantly think negatively in your life, you will inherently be a more negative person. If you think more positively, or like try to think more positive, spend your time more positively, you will be a more positive person. That's what I believe, at least. So strategically, if you also spend your time in a negative sense, it will also affect you as a person in a negative sense. Is that something you want to do strategically? No. Then go against it. Like force it. Like don't do it. Like try to like push away from it. Because these actions will be a reflection of you as a character. So just don't like try not to respond to them, and just take that time to supplement something else that will be more positive in your life. And if you really want to think about it, at least, hey man, you got a hate comment. You made it. That's what people tell me all the time. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know.
Yep. When the trolls appear, you're like, oh yeah, cool.
It's like, I guess I made it. Yeah.
Random
People say it all the time. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And as for the criticism, it's again like criticism can come in different forms, but this is not just criticism, but towards how people talk to me and just how people communicate. I always try to think about the intention, because sometimes wording can be very poor with how people say things. But intention is usually more important for me. Because when you say something towards me and it is what I believe criticism, what is your intent to give me this criticism? Do you genuinely want me to improve? If so, then yes, think about it a little bit more and be like, maybe there is some value. But at the end of the day, know that you know yourself better. Trust your gut, but be open to criticism, valid criticism, right? Constructive criticism that feels like it comes from a good place. But if the criticism is backhanded or passive aggressive, or just again there to waste your time or just to upset you, throw it away. Again, intention matters the most. If people genuinely care about you, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be friends around yes men. That's the biggest thing. Is I fucking hate yes men. I hate people like that. I hate people that will always say that you're right even though that you're wrong. I hate that shit so much, to a fucking T. Because I believe, as a responsibility as a friend, I will call your ass out if you do some stupid shit, and I expect you to call my ass out if I do some stupid shit. That is a simple responsibility that everybody should have and basically treat each other with. Because if you go do some stupid shit and I don't say anything about it, then that means I don't really care about your growth. I don't really care about you as a person to be a better person. I don't give a shit. Because I am too scared to give you criticism. More, it means I care about more of my feelings and not being hurt more than you and who you are as a person and your growth in life. And unfortunately, I've cut many friends off like that. There was one friend that I cut off that I thought was a very close friend. I met him in person. He was great. He was inherently a negative person, but I still believed that he was, but not believed. He still was a good friend at the end of the day. But then at some point, he just said something not great. Like, he basically made a remark about like how every single fucking Russian is a terrible person because of the whole Ukraine war or whatever. And I'm like, bro, do you really think that way? And he's like, yeah. And I fucking like confronted him about it. Right? But that I gave him shit for it, but it was at the end of the day criticism. Because my criticism didn't come out of malice. I'm like, bro, you can't do this. Like, I need you to be a better person. This you can't be doing this kind of shit. This can't happen. And unfortunately, it's now the ball is in his court. He has to now, you know, like respond. And then you have to wait for how people respond. And he responded in a very poor way. And I'm like, okay, I can't be friends with you then. Because at the end of the day, I also want people to grow. Not like as a creator, not like that. Like as a person.
As a person, yeah.
Yeah.
As like a human being on planet Earth, you know,
Yeah.
being the best human that they could possibly be. Yeah.
Yeah, and I expect myself to be called out for like for a bunch of shit too, and I have many times. And I'm like, okay, like if I believe that that's valid criticism, I'm like, okay, I will try my best to improve on that. And at the end of the day, criticism is also good because in itself, failure is good. Failure is a very good thing. Failure is a teacher. Because if I am my own worst critic, right? They always say that, but there are times where people like point out things like, hey, this video part, you could do like this part. I'm like, well, what do you mean? So, well, if you did this and this and this, but I'm just giving like a very simple term of like, oh, well, this video could be snappier. Okay, well, why did this person tell me? Because they want my videos to blow up more, not because he wants to fucking like misdirect me or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'll try that out, and then my video got better. Right, that criticism made sense because the intention was like, and again, people's criticisms can also be wrong. You can also be in the right, and the person's criticism can also be wrong, but you'll never know until you try. So at the end of the day, what's good criticism and what's bad criticism? It's simply intent, in my opinion. The intent is what matters the most, because they could be wrong, you could be wrong, everyone could be wrong, but is this person specifically trying to waste your time or trying to be an asshole to you? That's the only thing that you need to that matters. That's the only thing you need to think about. Beyond that, it's just experimentation. Simple as that. Just figure out what their intent is and then move forward from there. And that's it. And then just take it or leave it after that.
That is awesome advice. And you know, you were really dogging on yourself about not reading and it makes you feel less intelligent, but bro, you're very intelligent. So I don't want to hear that.
My bad.
That's my criticism for you. Stop talking about not being intelligent. You're very intelligent. You're very articulate. And I love talking to you. So yeah, be nicer to yourself. I appreciate
it. I try. I think that's a big criticism everybody tells me, is that I'm too hard on myself, which is fair. I think that's
we are our own worst critics, and that's just human nature. We are always really hard on ourselves when we're
Major Mel always freaking gives me shit that they're always like, you're always saying like you feel lazy, but why? Like you did all these things. I'm like, I don't know, I didn't enough. It's like, and then Major it's like, I don't know. Major gives me a lot of shit validly too. Like I fucking love Major because whenever Major gives you shit, I'm like, okay, here we go. I think I go to this. I think I need this right now. It's like, okay.
Well, she's making good points, so listen to her because it sounds like she's making very valid points, sir. Yes.
Yeah. And Fuchsia, man, like fucking Fuchsia also, like, I think Fuchsia and I like are, it's funny how Fuchsia and I don't give each other as much criticism, more like we're very synergistic. Me and Fuchsia are like two sides of the same coin. Like I'm very chaotic, he's very like well-centered. But then when we work together, like it you know, there might be friction here and there, but we actually work together pretty damn well and get through like, I don't know, Fuchsia's, I don't know. I'm glad I'm with Fuchsia. He's awesome because Fuchsia points out things I would never see, I think, and vice versa. He's like some part of me that I just feel like I should have had in my life, and he's like that person. So I'm glad to have him.
That's amazing. That's how I feel about my husband. Yeah, he's a part of me that I feel like was missing, and then I met him. And I'm like, oh, there you are.
Yeah. Oh man, you should have seen, dude. Fuchsia. Oh my god. He gave me so much shit for so many things. It was so funny. He gave me shit for like asking permission to buy something for myself. He's like, "It's your fucking money. What are you doing?" I'm like, "I know," but he's like, "No, shut up. Go buy the thing." I'm like, "Okay." It's like, why are you asking? Jeez, which is fucking hilarious.
Like you said, failure's a teacher, right? And nothing teaches more than a failed relationship or a failed marriage, or it's like those things that hit us the hardest. That's the stuff that teaches us the most. It seems like. So
that's what I mean, right? When people when you start to be around people that actually just care about you the most, like have good intentions,
Mm-hmm.
then everything else just kind of follows. Like everything falls in place. But when you're around people that don't have your intentions best in mind, then or like don't have good intentions at all, then it's just it's going to be a net negative for almost every aspect down the line. So at the end of the day, just be friends with people that care about you. That's all that matters. Like care about you genuinely. That's all that matters at the end of the day. That's why, yeah, I don't know. I try to be myself out the get go because that's what a lot of people said is that like, holy shit, you just don't like everybody's like, oh, so nice meeting you, and I just don't care. Like I just act like myself immediately because I want to present myself in the way that you're going to expect all the time. Like I want to have as little barriers as possible between people so they can see who I am as a person, and then you can just take it or leave it from there. Like I don't want to have people second guessing who I am as a person because I would also not want to second guess other people as people like as who they are. Like I don't want people that are hiding behind some guys or whatever. Like just be honest, be genuine, and be truthful to yourself as you do to others. Because again, right, intention and all that kind of stuff. That's the only thing that matters.
Like I said, you're very articulate. You express yourself really well. So I think you articulated it really well. So this is my absolute favorite question to ask people. Is there a cause or a charity that you would like to signal boost?
Ooh, shit. Okay, the multiple. So okay, obviously the PCRF, Palestinian Child Care, wait, Palestinian Child Care Relief Fund, the Palestinian one. So the Palestinian one is one of them. So there's two specifically. So the PCRF, I've donated to them before. They're fantastic. At least from what I've heard. I don't know. I've it's from other people in my research, because Palestinians obviously everything that's going on, they deserve the everything that's they deserve the support. I was going to say something really bad accidentally. That's not what I meant. They deserve all the support that they can get right now, obviously. And another one, actually, because I'm kind of a plug, but context is important. I'm selling new merch, and one of the merch that I'm selling is a poster of basically there's this amazing drawing. There's this amazing artist. His name is Lo, and he made this drawing for me. I'm going to send it to you, and we're going to turn it into a poster. And he wanted to say like basically we were obviously 50-50 split, but he said, hey, I want to take my 50% to charity. So I said, fuck it, let's do mine as well then. And I believe he's doing it for the Trevor Project, I believe, which is an LGBTQ
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
so I think it's them. I think it's in the States specifically. So that's another one,
Mm-hmm.
and I did some research, and I think it's been great.
It's a great charity. Yep.
Yeah. So just to give you
Yeah.
some context,
Both of those are. Yeah.
there you go. This is the poster that's going to be made, and all proceeds for the poster that one is going to be that one makes, all profits will go to the Trevor Project as well. So that's another charity that I would like to signal boost. So those are two.
Awesome.
So there you go. Hopefully, I think those two are. I mean, I think those two are fantastic, and I asked other people about them, and every creators and people in general said like, yeah, those two are great. So there you go. So all funds will go for that post will go towards the Trevor Project and support the Palestinians with the PCRF.
Awesome. Perfect. Beautiful. I love it. It's really like there's nothing quite so effective at getting you out of an emotional funk than doing good works for other people.
I guess
I
yeah, that's
firmly
true.
believe
I didn't
that.
think of it that way. I think yeah. I just hope that it does some good because I don't know, man. With how negative the world's been, I feel like some positivity is important right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Awesome.
We'll figure it out. We'll get through it.
Very cool. Well, Circuit, thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed talking to you. I took up way too much of your time, way more time than I had planned on, but this was really so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm
Mhm.
really looking forward to seeing all the awesome things that you have in store for all of us in the future.
Yeah, thank you. I got a lot planned, but genuinely, thank you so much for having me. Seriously,
Of
and again, if you
course.
ever would like to, do this again, feel free to reach out. And then again, the whole time, this is fun. Like, I appreciate, seriously, I appreciate also like you. giving your time to me, allowing me to be on the show and spending time with you, and because this is my first time being in an interview like this, so I was like, oh shit, hopefully I don't fuck anything up. So thank you again for this experience. And again, if you ever want to, like, if you want me to drive down, that would be hilarious. Like, I'll do it. I don't give a shit. It'll be funny.
All right. Well, thank you again so much. This was so much fun, and we'll make a plan for when you're up here for PAX. But mostly, just thank you for being such an awesome person. This was awesome. I loved it.
Thank you. Yeah, and thank you for inviting me to this. And
Of
again, thank you
course.
for I hope, I hope, I don't know, I'm not hoping for shit. You're gonna do great. Like, I don't need to hope for shit. You'll do, like, you're gonna do great. I'm glad you're doing a podcast like this, and I hope you keep going because it's awesome. Thank you for inviting me over, and yeah.